Hello and welcome to Unhindered Faith. I got a question for you. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to start something and how hard it is to stay consistent? You start strong, maybe New Year's resolution, and you start strong, you're motivated, you're committed, you're all in. But then life gets busy. Maybe even right now, the rhythm of life, things have popped up and schedules start to fill up. Your energy starts to be depleted, it runs out, and suddenly the habits and disciplines and intentions you cared about begin to fade away. So the question isn't, why do I lack motivation? The real question is, why can't I stay consistent? So here's the truth most people don't want to hear. You don't struggle with consistency because you're lazy. You struggle because your discipline doesn't fit your real life. Most of us build habits for an ideal version of our schedule, not an honest one. And when real life shows up, consistency collapses. So, why does this matter for discipleship? Discipleship isn't lived in perfect condition. Jesus didn't call his disciples into a quiet, controlled environment. He called them while they were working and traveling and tired and interrupted. When Jesus said, "Follow me," he wasn't inviting them to add something to their life. In other words, he wasn't inviting them to add a new thing to their schedule. He was inviting them to reshape how they lived. Discipleship has to survive real life, or it won't survive at all. Here's some common consistency killers. Here are a few reasons consistency breaks down. One, we overcomplicate spiritual disciplines. We set unrealistic expectations and we rely on emotion instead of decision. You see, discipline fails when it's built on intensity instead of sustainability. Complex systems collapse, simple rhythms endure. Uh, I did a research. I was studying one time. I officiate basketball, and I was studying one time on how to stay healthy, how to keep your legs healthy. And runners, it's all about their stride, and being consistent in their stride helps protect the health of their legs. And so the simple rhythms that we do in life are very important. Instead of asking, how much should I be doing? We should be asking, what can I do consistently, even on my busiest days? A short prayer is better than no prayer. A few verses are better than none. And faithfulness beats intensity every time. Consistency grows when disciplines fit your real life. Here's some biblical foundation that Paul reminds us in Galatians 6:9. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Notice it doesn't say if we do everything perfectly. It says if we do not give up. Growth is built through endurance. So how can we apply this? Here's your challenge this week. Take one discipline you've struggled to keep and simplify it. Not to lower the standard, but to make it sustainable. Consistency isn't about doing more. It's about staying faithful. I've learned in officiating basketball, like I do little stretches. I warm up my muscles and get them a little bit loose, but not too loose. Because if I stretch too much before I start running, I could actually damage the muscles in my legs and so forth. And so I've learned to start the game. I start physically in my running. I don't start off in a sprint, and I have to work my way and warm up and work my way to where I could be at full capacity physically running up and down the court. And I don't I don't have injuries by doing so. And I found that in spiritual discipline, in my faith, that there are times that I look at the finish line and I try to go from A to Z and I skip the rest of A, B, C, D. We are focused right now in our church at Crosswinds in Fernley, Nevada. We're focused this year of advancing the kingdom, and we do that one step at a time, one soul at a time, and one season at a time, just slowing it down, just slowing it down. So if consistency has been hard for you, don't be discouraged. You're not failing, you're just learning. And growth is still happening. If you if you want if you want to grow in your faith, just take it one step at a time. One step at a time. Like I said, if it's one verse, if you haven't been reading the Bible, if it's I'm not consistent in going to church, it's one Sunday at a time. And those are the things that you have to start adding some discipline into your life and making it happen. I just encourage you, if this has encouraged you this week, I encourage you to like, subscribe, and share this with somebody who maybe needs some encouragement right now to just be consistent. Be consistent. That is all part of being a disciple of Jesus. Love you, appreciate you, praying for you. And let's continue to walk out our faith journey with unhindered faith, because we serve a God who's not hindered by the situations that we go through day in and day out. He loves you, he sees you, and he is preparing every step for you, one step at a time.